I've got this really long joke about an exotic, but it's so long I don't want to tell a story. Transmat firing! Alright, so we're starting on the Mercury side of this deal. We're on the second half. Just spoke to Zavala, then Vance. Now we're going to talk about Stasis. So, last week, we talked about Warlocks. The Warlock Shade Master or something.
Titans!
Then we get the Titan Behemoth. So, Behemoths are high offense and high defense, creating solid stasis crystals to provide cover or platforms from which to leap. During their super, Behemoths can jump higher, faster, and farther with unlimited melee energy and high damage mitigation. So Behemoths compel stasis energy to attach to their hands. Covering themselves in the frozen darkness. Forming a stasis gauntlet in one hand, increasing their damage resistance in the process.
We've, got an urgent Vex problem in the forest.
You can solve most of those with explosions. We'll take a look.
And I think you need to focus on certain kills. I don't remember which ones. Yeah. I think you need to focus on like harpies and
Hydras, Minotaurs, and Cyclopses.
Cyclopses, not harpies. But we're already in, so.
Yep.
So they have two main things. They have Shiver Strike, where they summon a Stasis Gauntlet. I think this is their melee. Summons a Stasis Gauntlet and lunges forward with explosive speed, smashing through anything in their way.
Sounds pretty Titan.
Upon reaching their target, they unleash a devastating jab that sends their foe careening backwards while slowing nearby enemies. And then ground control. The Behemoth slams their gauntlet into the ground, sending out tremors of powerful stasis energy that leave crystals in their wake and freeze all enemies in the vicinity. No, you die. So, you know, seems pretty dope. It seems similar to, oh, there's two Cyclopses up here, so you definitely want to be involved here. I hope you got stuff for that.
I got 2, yeah.
That's good.
I'm now at 3 of 15.
At least 15's not too bad. So each stasis subclass embodies a facet of stasis. So Warlock Shade Binders emphasize freezing enemies. The Hunter Revenant is a specialist at
Welcome to the past.
slowing the action down. And the Titan Behemoth uses Stasis as a means of both creation and destruction.
I'm blaming you for this, Osiris.
Blame whomever you'd like. Just destroy that mine.
So they, with the Behemoth, they wanted to focus on
That module was hiding a path. The root mine is trying to keep us from that spire.
the ability to create crystals.
You see that beam? It's controlling
So,
this entire region through a series of
Because if
modules
you control the
and
ground, you
dark energy.
control the fight.
Well, it won't stay intact for long.
So they can create crystalline walls.
That root mine looks right at home in its spire, and we did such a good job killing it the first time.
Doing this again will build character. Every battle is a learning experience, whether you're a god slayer.
There's
or
a Hydra in
neophyte.
there.
You sound like Lord Shax.
No, there you go.
Tagged it.
Shax. Sounds like me.
Love that they played on that line.
What?
That Minotaur is coated
you
in
not get
temporal
Shax
shielding.
sounds like me?
It will negate our weapon.
No, I did
Power
not.
source looks external.
Pretty sure the shielded Minotaur counts.
It's like you've done this
Seems to
before.
have.
If only a certain warlock would stop undoing her work.
I'm contending with Vex in 3 parallel simulations. I'll compose
I don't see any more though, so might as well just move on.
Continue on.
Down here, you're into the cave.
The root mine has rebuilt the spire
Alright.
entirely, complete with security measures. Secure and I spent weeks taking it down. Vex efficiency will be the death of a Sauron.
So yeah, Titans can create crystalline walls to block enemies and gunfire, or it can, you know, use those instead to offensively freeze enemies. There's a couple small boys as well.
Minotaurs?
Yeah. There's 2 over here. There were.
I know, I was trying, but I'm very potato.
What are you at number wise?
12.
Okay.
The root mine
3
is
more.
reaching out, trying to take control from me. I've isolated the population from the rest of the forest, but I can only do so much to
So
keep a Vex
they
mine
have
in
a
check.
powerful melee
Hold
known
on.
as the
Won't be
Shiver
around for
Strike.
much longer.
Yeah, that's their main melee. I think their super just gives them infinite melee energy. And the ability to do the other thing. The Titan Smash. There's a Minotaur.
Yeah.
And there's a couple more.
I got what I needed.
Okay.
Aside from finishing this fight.
Yeah.
But not a killing edge.
Oh. That sucks.
He climbed back up the spiral edge.
There you go. Alright. Let's go get this party started. Let's get it started and ha. If you got anything to nuke it with, that'd be nice.
Guillotine's my only nuke right now.
There we go. I tried using guillotine.
Well, it was worth the effort.
Yes.
Now we know.
Yeah, got it. This is the longest it's ever taken me to, I tried. Only got one swing in.
Thought last time we found that it didn't work and
Group
learned
line
from the
scheduled to line.
experience.
Osiris, if you had any plans for
Still
this thing
chance.
when you simulated it, I'm afraid there's not much of it left.
You've done well, Guardian. That corpse could be useful. I'll retrieve it soon.
Alright.
Oh yeah, orbit first, right?
Yep.
And
Usually.
then the other strike.
Yep. So, the Shiver Strike, the Titan lunges forward, launched by a stasis explosion at their feet to propel them towards an enemy. While in midair, they summon a stasis gauntlet that covers their fist and then slam into their foe, sending the foe careening backwards and slowing nearby enemies. Glacial Quake is their super. They form a mighty gauntlet on their fist. They can then slam the gauntlet into the ground, sending out shockwaves that form stasis crystals, which freeze nearby enemies. And then they temporarily become an unstoppable wrecking machine, able to jump higher, faster, and farther, all while blasting enemies with greatly increased melee attacks.
Don't they already have a missile super that does this?
Kind of. It seems very similar to all their arc supers. So this one, I think you need to just get
Kill Cabal.
Yeah.
The Cabal's last incursion into the
So-
forest
Kill.
created a glitch. Copies of them are stuck in a recursive
40
loop.
Cabal.
I need you to pursue and destroy
Okay.
them.
We could, but I thought you had the
Try
force.
not to kill too many of them.
I do.
Do you need this
Multiple
too?
timelines across
No,
many
I'm
simulations.
just-
This is a rare exception.
Sure. We'll hunt some
Don't want to not be killing things. I don't want to take away from the team.
Ah, I missed part of your sentence. It sounded like you asked me to not kill too many of them.
No,
And
no,
I was
no.
trying to
I'm
figure
saying
out
I'm
why.
trying not to kill too many of them.
That makes sense.
Alright, we can go in now.
The geometric data I'm reading from this architecture, it's subtly shifting.
So,
Like reality trying to decide.
if frozen
on a version
enemies
it
are the
likes.
bowling pins, think of
In the
the
forest,
behemoth
time
in their
itself
super
flux.
I
as
can
the bowling
feel
ball.
your approach, Guardian. Welcome back to the forest.
I don't like it.
Able to instantly shatter enemies as they sprint or slide through them. So, instant shatter with just that. That seems nice. But there's a degree of subtlety there too if you want it. For example, you can cancel out of a slide into a massive stasis-powered leap, only to cancel that just at the right moment to direct the behemoth downward into a devastating slide. So, punch, slide, smash, leap. There's
I've
a
been
lot of
wondering,
options, and
what are you
it
and
seems
Osiris
like
doing out here?
it's
We're not completely sure
better suited
Some
for
like
comboing
The Vex
than
won't like that.
some of its
yet. They
previous,
don't have a say.
than just regular arc. Because regular arc is just slam, 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 slam. Then we get to take a look at some of the fragments that it shows. So it's got a fragment for shattering a stasis crystal creates a stasis shard. That shard creates melee energy when picked up by allies. You or your allies. So, shattering stasis crystals potentially gives melee energy back to your allies. And then there's another stasis fragment, which is slow from your abilities, lasts longer. And for any abilities that linger, their duration will also increase. So, if you've got a lingering, slowing thing, then that means that your cloud of slow will last longer, and things that get slowed by it will get slowed for longer. Which is really nice. Plus, in the last one, we had seen that there was a not a fragment, but the little aspect or whatever. There was a thing that made it so that your you know, some really cool things happened, but it took away like discipline and intellect, which it was like 10 of each, which is a lot.
And this doesn't do that?
This one gives you 10 strength.
Nice.
So that's really nice. Yeah. So we know that it's not just going to be penalties. Okay, you're close.
I've used the forest to create a simulation of your sparrow. You're gonna need it for that ramp.
Maybe jump off and kill 3 of these guys
I just
over
did.
here. There's 2 scions right
I've
there
got
and
'em.
some.
I'm at 40.
Okay. Just trying to make sure you get it.
Yeah.
Whoa!
What?
This dick blew up my sparrow while I was riding it.
Did you kill him?
No, he's a colossus, kind of a pain to kill.
But he blew up your sparrow.
Yeah, I killed his
Cabal
buddies.
must have a leader.
You're headed
You want
straight
him to
for
suffer.
He's caught
Yeah.
in a window in time,
Exactly.
trying to steal the map before we can get it. He'll fail every time, but he doesn't know that.
Sounds horrible.
The
Alright.
future where he succeeds is much
Let's get
worse.
over here and do the thing. This is the last strike we're doing. So.
Okay.
Just letting you know, so if you have any bounties.
Yeah, I've been trying to get the elemental kills.
Yeah, I still have a bunch.
Me too.
Alright.
So, where's this Valus?
Wait for it.
There we go. Falling guillotine lets you do that easy
Vex
now.
activated their security grid.
They see you and the Cabal as invaders. Relax. It worked out fine the first time.
Still have to fight through all the.
Oh, okay. I was like, why isn't it ending?
They've activated more lasers.
It's hard not to admire the artistry.
Alright,
really not.
I need 5 more. Yeah, I'm not gonna get them. Yep. Just needed 5 more arc kills. But
So did I.
that's not
All
gonna
Cabal
happen.
eliminated.
Nope.
We'll make a full report to the Vanguard.
It's always an honor, Guardian. Take care of her, Ghost.
If she'll let me.
Bummer. Alright, take us out.
And then it's a heroic adventure.
Yeah, accessible from the map.
That's good.
Yeah. I think the ones that are actually on the map don't count. So you have to do it from orbit or fly in or whatever. It's part of the left, the blue flag.
The one we're flying into.
Sorry, I was looking on stream. So we also got some information on Festival of the Lost. That was data mined though, so if you're not interested in learning data mine stuff, skip to after we finish this adventure.
Makes sense.
Detecting Vex
So we got a
inside
cool look
signatures in
at
the
all
forest.
the
Might be worth checking out.
new sparrows and masks and stuff. So we got a bunch of Fallen and Scorn type masks.
So, the Vex is
There's
simulating the hive to test a
an
new
interesting
reality.
theory about
There's an opportunity.
how
It'll cause trouble. The Vex don't handle unexpected input
Festival of
that
the Lost
well.
was
Mess up the
initially
test,
intended
give
to
them nothing
be
but garbage output.
in Beyond Light, so
So this is what it feels like when
these
we're in total agreement.
the
Weird.
things that are, you know, masked should potentially be things that heavily feature in Beyond Light's story. So the existence of the Exo Stranger, not that surprising. Scorn, kind of surprising, honestly. I thought we had mostly seen what we would of the Scorn until, you know, we go back to the Dreaming City or something. But no, it's... That would be my guess, is that we're gonna see more Scorn. Maybe they're gonna put more Scorn in the Cosmodrome or something. We'll change that up a little.
Maybe.
Since another theory is that former Prince Uldren is going to be in the Cosmodrome as the Cosmodrome vendor. I don't think he's going to be the Cosmodrome vendor. I think he's going to be the Cosmodrome, like, new light person. And then he's gonna, over time, move to the tower.
You think he'll end up in the tower?
Yeah, I think he's gonna end up as Cade's replacement.
Well, I thought we already knew that.
I mean,
Forever ago.
logically he should be, but, you
Considering
know,
he killed Cade, and that was the dealio.
yeah, but it's a matter of whether or not they, the rest of the hunters accept that. And the rest of the Vanguard.
I was gonna say, I think you're gonna
I
have
mean-
more problem from the Vanguard. The Hunters are gonna go, well, none of us want to be it, so there's not going to be a different one.
The only reason that the Vanguard Dare exists is because, like, there's not a Warlock Dare or anything. The Warlock Vanguard is typically chosen because they are the strongest of the Warlocks. Or accepted to be the strongest of the Warlocks. The same with the Titan Vanguard.
Vala is the strongest Titan? Like Ikora, I can kind of see. Warlocks are interesting about everything.
Here we go.
The hive constantly adapt and evolve, generating new
Just moving on.
mutations as naturally as we breed. The Vex know this.
I'll see you there.
They seem to
Right.
catalog and exploit these mutations in real time.
Nope, you're wrong.
So hey, it'd be great if you could smash the simulation before the Vex can learn anything of value.
You goofed.
I thought I could jump it.
Do you need any specific kills or anything, or is it just...
No, I just need to finish it.
And by track,
Okay,
I mean
cool.
destroy hive.
But I can't find the jumping point.
But
The longer we can hold off
the hunters just
the more I can corrupt the
don't
Vex
want
stations.
to be
Get
involved at all, so they just, you know...
Right, that's why I think you're gonna have more of a problem from the Vanguard than from the Hunters. The
Yeah.
Hunters don't care who the Hunter Vanguard is.
Well, the Vanguard had to accept the fact that the hunters chose this way for themselves, so... it is their decision that that's the way it work.
So you think the Vanguard will just openly
Too many
accept
hives. They're breaking my
Aldrin?
link to the Vex data stream.
Yeah. I don't know that I've ever done this on this side. It's usually on the other side
First
of it.
data set has been completely ruined. Hang in there.
So anyways, we also have,
Looks like they want to go another round. Knock 'em
you
dead.
know, so we got the mask for the Exo Stranger. That's not surprising, because she's heavily featured in all the promotional materials for Beyond Light. But things like Varix. Varix is an interesting choice.
So we know that these will be in New Light or in Beyond Light.
No, it's a theory. We know that they're masks for Festival of the Lost, but it's logical to assume that masks would be chosen based off of relevance.
But they've never done that before.
Yeah, they have.
They returned power to the barrier. Let's find a Cyclops.
Dang it. You let them through.
You did too.
Oh, only you.
Guardian down.
Dadgummit. What was electrifying me?
No, it's just electric in there.
Boogie, boogie, boogie. I'm gonna let you kill off all the ads around there while I bring the arc charge. Try not to die to the electricity.
Trying, but there's a lot of electricity in there.
We go. Gotta finish killing the hive.
The bars can generate so
There we go.
Yay.
We've thought about that.
You simulated the hive homeworld?
So there's a Varix one, there's a spider one. I think the spider one makes sense considering supposedly he's going to play some part in the Festival of the Lost. I'm gonna go take out those wizards. All dead.
Chaos. Zone
But-
I mean,
infinite.
they put the three bosses that exist right next to each other.
Yep.
So I
you
just
killed
You
them
were
all.
with our mutual friend
killed
as
them
long
with
as I
one
was.
super.
Turns out chaos isn't that rare for them.
That works. Alright. Take us away. If you're coming back because we just finished the adventure in year 1. No spoilers. We talked about other things instead for a little bit of that. Still spoilery. So until we leave Mercury for good, we're talking spoilers. So, Spider makes sense. Traveler once makes sense. One's for like a bubbling cauldron. That makes sense because it's just, Halloween. But the Scorn one, the Varix one, both bring up some interesting questions. And then lastly, it looks like either we're going to the Dreadnought, possibly, which they're probably just going to do via us loading into a Crucible map. Since there are those. There is a Crucible map on the Dreadnought. But there is new lines of dialogue and stuff in the API
I had hoped that more followers would join us
about going to the Dreadnought and stuff related to Festival of the Lost.
Told people about what happened, haven't you?
So I want to point out there is a theory. There's been a theory for a bit, I think, that Vance was Paul McCartney in his last life. And this, that little bit of dialogue actually helps cement that.
His gives you a beatific smile.
Yeah, that's what makes it Paul McCartney.
His
No, the talk about his writing music, and then the very last line on there. Can you say that for me?
Hope for the future.
Hope for the future. It's coming soon enough. The Destiny song.
Oh. Next we go to Anna Bray.
Yep. And that's basically all the spoilery info, so we can leave now.
So we can leave.
Yeah. It's coming soon enough. How much can we achieve? Hope for the future. It will belong to us.
Welcome back
if
to
we
Spoiler
believe,
Cowards.
If we believe. Spoiler cowards. That's not very nice.
They're afraid of spoilers.
It's not very nice.
Okay.
You're not very nice.
I allow them to have their avoidance of spoilers.
So yeah, now we're going to Anna. And aside from a little bit of escalation protocol, I think this is pretty quick. So, Hunter Revenants.
Oh, we know that too?
Oh, we know that too.
I thought they were doing it like one per week.
Nope. Nope. We got it.
What do we
Tuesday,
get?
Thursday, Tuesday. So,
what does the good class get?
Rasputin needs us.
well, we covered that the first time.
No, you haven't. Tell us what we get.
We covered that the first time when we talked about the good class, Warlocks.
No, that's the bad class that Bungie hates. What does Bungie's favorite get? What does the only good, properly developed, well-balanced class get?
Well, I don't know that well-balanced is accurate, even So hunters, they get silence and squall as their super. So channeling the stasis shards towards them, revenants form comma blades. Sorry, the font is bad, and use them to unleash a lethal two-pronged attack. So you have Deadly Edge. Upon impact, the first blade shatters and sends out a wave of stasis energy that freezes any enemies in the surrounding area. Then Stasis Storm. So the second blade hits and creates a violent stasis storm that hones in on nearby enemies, slowing, damaging, and eventually freezing them. So
Investigate Mind Lab. Rasputin for a signal.
Yeah, just follow me.
See you later.
Just follow me. So first enemy sends out a wave of freezing energy. Second blade creates a cloud of cold. And then you also have Withering Blade. The Revenant throws razor-sharp stasis shurikens into the fray that ricochet off multiple enemies and surfaces, slowing and damaging them in the process. So it's kind of like your bounce knife, except it can bounce off of enemies too. But it's still damaging them.
Okay. I lost you. Oh, there you were. You went to a new area.
Yep. And right here. And I think that's it. And then I think we need to do escalation protocol.
Probably faster fast travel.
Yep. So one of the most important parts they took in developing Stasis and the subclasses was defining each of their fantasies. So some of that becomes easy. So like the fantasy shorthand for warlocks was just Ice Wizard.
And they made them Ice Wizards.
Basically, from that simple phrase, it conjures up the exact thought of what a Shadebinder is. It's an Ice Wizard. Other times it takes a bit for them to get it right, and that was the case with Hunters, which they decided to go with the Ninja archetype. Make sure you damage both. Yeah, like that. I think that counts for 2, right?
Yep.
Unfortunately, I think that was potentially level 6, so... No, it wasn't level 6. It was probably level 5. So we'll get another 2 here, and then we'll have to fight the final boss. Yeah.
Bless you.
They were not bosses.
Oh, they were just ogres.
Yeah. So they initially designed it around slowing the battle around them with their stasis powers. So that starts with their melee attack, the Withering Blade, which is the shuriken that ricochets. Where's the third one? Okay, it's done. Well, I mean, you still have to get the bosses, but... But that won't take too long, I don't think. So just stick around this area.
Okay.
This is where they show up. If you're capable of surviving that long. Yep, right here. It's the two knights.
I keep instantly dying.
You're welcome. Attack the other one. Did you get two?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
I attacked one and then I died 3 times and then unsupered one.
Okay. So we just have to beat the boss.
Just that, yeah.
This guy's a bit of an asshole because he can only be attacked on the big ugly lump on his back.
This one, right? Yep, he's very immune. Well, I've tagged him.
That's good. Alright, take out the Shriekers. Rude. There we go. Now what do you need?
Deathly Tremors, heroic.
Okay, that's another thing on the main map. right. So the shuriken ricochets off surfaces and enemies, slowing and damaging them along the way. If you land 2 shurikens on the same target, that enemy will be frozen.
Nice.
So your super is basically Blade Barrage, but you have 2 blades. The first blade you throw is, as previously mentioned, immediately detonates on impact, freezing enemies in the radius for the center of the blast. And then Hurl Squall, the second blade, and it will embed itself in a surface. Go ahead and head off towards Nokris. I'll get the other 4.
Oh, okay. Head towards Nokris.
Yeah. Damn. That's not the right way. It's over here.
Okay. Like, this doesn't look like where we spawned to go to Nokris.
Damn it. I can't get the last one.
Do you need me to come back?
No, go ahead. It'll be faster just to... There we go.
The Hive were carrying pieces of a machine.
I hate when bugs decide to build something. It's always unpleasant. There's more static coming from the tunnels. We can't
Alright.
have experimental hive tech out in the wild. Shut it down.
The second bomb embed itself and then detonates, creating a stasis storm that tracks nearby enemies, slowing and damaging them as it makes contact. So, a tracking storm is nice. Now, here's one of the interesting things, though. When we got into aspects and fragments, one of the aspects shown is the Shatter Dive. And it binds to one of your keys. I think it's usually X on PC, and you activate it while in midair. Where are you?
Right here.
Weird. Why is it not
I don't
working?
know.
Maybe let's exit, come back. Did I break it?
Did you break it?
So you activate while in midair to quickly descend and shatter nearby targets on impact. So you press this button while you're in the air and you dive down and make things shatter. That's a play off of a Warlock move. The bottom tree solar Warlocks can dive down, and that heals them. And it's kind of been a crappy ability since the beginning, and now they're giving a better version to hunters, which just again shows that... Why did you die?
Do we need to exit and come back?
No,
Right.
keep leaving the cave.
Aren't there supposed to be enemies?
Yes. It's fine. If we keep leading the... Now we can go in.
So yes, it shows that hunters are a better designed
It's
character.
a signal amplifier. They're calling something.
And it shows that Bungie just isn't competent at designing. Because it's not even like a unique thing for you. They're taking a warlock thing and they're tweaking it and giving it to hunters.
Which is
Do
kind
you
of a
really
letdown.
want? Yeah. Do you really want warlock garbage?
No.
Warlock leftovers?
You mean warlock upgrades?
I got a fragment of the message. Sabathun, emerge from the deep. Take our power.
But we know Bungie can't, you know, make new things ever.
Yeah.
That's why every raid is go to a place, stand on a circle for a minute,
Yeah.
move an orb to a different circle.
It says defeat the hive, but you just have to run to the end and kill the ogre.
Okay.
Here we go. I did it for you.
Thanks.
Nice work. I'll spend some time wrapping my head around all of this. It's Hive, so I'm sure it's going to be strange. But at its core, their
And then
magic is still
the
just
fragment that they
science.
showed was
I'll get to the
to
bottom of it.
gain a bonus to weapon damage after freezing a target with stasis. But it also comes with -10 strength, so nobody's gonna use that. Probably.